declutter through my photos of the week, my notes of the week. Okay, so this is all the clothes. In 2 weeks I'm going to Asia and I'm going with one backpack. Good morning, happy Sunday. Today I wanted to do a little Sunday reset and bring you guys along because it has been a little while since I've done a little Sunday reset for myself. I did used to do them every single week. I used to have like a specific journal prompt that I would follow, and it was quite long. Like it would take me about 3 hours every Sunday to go through this whole prompt because I would like declutter through my photos of the week, my notes of the week, I would reflect on the week, like I would do all these different things. But I wanted to do it again today because I haven't done it in a while, and I've actually never filmed any of my Sunday resets on YouTube. This is not my usual Sunday reset because I'm currently at my mom's house. I'm dog sitting my dog. So I already got a little bit of movement in this morning because my walk with Simba was an hour today. Usually the morning walk is like 30 minutes, but today it was just like so quiet outside because in Spain, nobody is awake at like 6 a.m. on Sunday outside, like very few people. So the first thing I want to start with is I want to do the little journal reflection that I used to do every single week, but I'm going to do a shorter version of it. So I'm not going to do all the decluttering parts yet. We're gonna do that later in the day, but I just want to reflect on my week, write out things I'm proud of, all of that. I'm gonna walk you through what I'm gonna write, and I also want to make my plan for the upcoming week because I feel like right now all these things are on my mind and I'm just not gonna enjoy my day as much if I don't get them out on paper or on Notion or just like get it out and get it organized. Okay, I moved to my brother's room because it's much cozier here, and we're gonna do the journal prompt on my computer. So whenever I journal like a weekly reflection or a daily reflection, I always use Day One, which is like a journaling app, and I've been using this for about 2 years now. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna first do a little brain dump of the first things that come to mind that I feel like I have to get done this week or like in the future, something that I don't want to forget. And then we're gonna write out this week's wins, what didn't go well this week and how will I fix it, how did I spend my time this week, and any highlights or reflections on the week, any realizations or insights this week. I usually don't have this question, but I had like 2 realizations this week that I feel like I want to journal about, so I added that in. And then how can I add more rest and joy into the next week? And then also how are the areas of my life doing? And then I go through literally every single area of my life. I don't have to write like a long paragraph for each one, like even just like a sentence of how I'm feeling this week in each little area of my life. And then we're gonna end that going back to the brain dump. So brain dump in the beginning and brain dump in the end. And also I'm gonna write a little description of what happened this week, just so in the future if I look back at it I remember, because right now I don't even remember what I did this Monday or Tuesday. So I'm gonna go through like my camera roll on my phone just to remind myself what I was up to this week. I was mostly working this week, I wasn't doing anything interesting, but I'm gonna go through my camera roll and also probably like my to-do list on Notion because then I can see what I got done. Okay, honestly, I'm so glad I did that because I, for the last couple of days, have been a little bit harsh on myself because I felt like I wasn't doing enough, and that kind of thing is always playing in the background of my head. But after writing out like this week's wins and the things that I'm proud of myself for doing, I honestly feel so much better because honestly, I don't think I appreciate a lot of the things that I do day to day. Like I just find every single thing I didn't do rather than what I did do. And my brain dump actually didn't have that many things. Like sometimes if I'm kind of behind on everything, my brain dump list will be so freaking long, but mostly I just have a couple of work things written out, and then also I have to catch up on making my language learning flashcards because I've been making a lot of flashcards on my Notion, like writing out all the words I have to make, but I haven't been actually making the flashcards on the app that I use, which is Anki, so I haven't been like transferring that info, so I'm a little bit behind on that. I have to catch up. And also I need to make sure to schedule in a therapy session today before my family come back because technically I can have like a call, like a therapy session call while my family is at home, but I just kind of prefer, like if they're not at home anyway for the next couple of days, I think I prefer to do it when they're not here because it's more private and it's just like I can relax a little bit more. And the platform that I'm currently using for therapy is BetterHelp, who are actually the paid partner of today's video. For those of you who have seen my last couple of videos, you would know that the last few months have been very, very chaotic for me. My health took a huge hit, my energy completely disappeared, and I ended up taking a little bit of a break from social media. Like before June, I think I had literally posted like 5 videos in the whole year. And the thing is that while the health problems are new, like that didn't happen to me before, the pattern is not new. I've been in the exact same place before. The cycle where I kind of push myself too hard, take on much more than I can actually handle. Then I like run on adrenaline and try to meet all these deadlines and do this, and then I completely crash. And because of that, I feel like I was always going between fight or flight or freeze. Like my nervous system never actually got a minute to just rest. And like I mentioned literally a minute ago, I'm so harsh on myself for it. Like I always hyper focus on everything that I didn't do rather than what I did do and what I did well. It's honestly like as if I can't win with myself sometimes. I'm just like my own biggest critic. And for the past 2 years, I basically completely avoided therapy. Not because I didn't believe in it, because I've done it before and it has helped me so much, but because this time I was like, no, I can figure this out on my own. I was being very stubborn and I didn't want to actually accept help. So I decided that I wanted to start therapy again, and I had used BetterHelp a couple of years ago, like right before I dropped out of university, and I was going through so many emotions at the time. So I thought that this was a perfect time to start therapy on BetterHelp again. So BetterHelp's goal is to make therapy less intimidating and more convenient for you. When you work with a therapist, it's not about fixing yourself, it's just about giving yourself space to pause and reflect and find these patterns in your life and see them without judgment. And then they will help you move from survival mode to self-awareness, stability, and accountability with yourself. And BetterHelp makes that first step a lot easier. You basically just do a little questionnaire and then you get matched with a credentialed therapist. And if the fit isn't right, you can switch therapists at any time at no extra cost. And they have over 7,000 reviews and a 4.3 rating on Trustpilot, which means you can definitely trust them. So if you have been going through a tough season or maybe feeling overwhelmed or anxious and you just feel like you need someone to talk to, then I would really recommend for you guys to check out the link in my description. So yeah, if it's easier for you to type it in, it's betterhelp.com/Anna Lenkowska, and if you join with my link, you're gonna get 10% off of your first month. So I would highly recommend for you guys to look after yourself this month and give yourself the help you need and stop trying to do everything on your own, because sometimes we just have to accept help. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and schedule in that therapy session and quickly write in the things that I put on my brain dump into my to-do list so that I don't forget them, because there's no point to brain dump it and not add it to your to-do list, because then I'm just gonna forget about it. And then I think I want to do a little bit of yoga. I feel like all the very active parts of my day I want to do in the first half of the day, like yoga, cleaning, all those things where I have to be like moving around. I want to do that in the first half so that in the second half I'm just like zen mode, you know? Back home. It is so hot outside that when I got back home inside, I like took out the laundry, I took out the bins and stuff, but I didn't even film it because in that moment I was just like hot and sweaty. I was like, I just need to get this over with. But now that I've cooled down, it's time to start the mini digital declutter for the day. So because it's a Sunday reset, I'm not having like a full digital declutter day. I'm just gonna declutter the things from the past week. So I'm gonna go through my camera roll and delete any photos from the last week that I don't need. Maybe there's like, I took 7 pictures of the same thing, but I only need 1. And also I'm gonna go through my notes to make sure, because sometimes I'll have an idea, I'll write it down quickly and then I forget it exists. Maybe I'll just go through my saved posts on Instagram and TikTok and just go through the most recent ones that I've liked from maybe the past week. Okay, beautiful. I deleted 111 items in 5 minutes. If I did this every week, I wouldn't have to spend hours decluttering my camera roll, I swear to God. Okay, now I'm gonna go through my notes and see everything from the past week. There's honestly not that much, but I'm just gonna delete anything I don't need. Okay, there's a weird pattern with the number 1 because I deleted 111 photos and now I deleted 11 notes, but that literally took me 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go through my TikTok and my Instagram saves. Literally, I'm gonna set a timer for 10 minutes because this is not important, but I just find these type of things fun. And, you know, I don't know if it's like false productivity or whatever, but this is what I do for fun. Let me set 5 minutes for each because I always declutter my TikTok and I never declutter my Instagram. My Instagram is probably the one that needs the most decluttering. Oh my god, that scared me. Moving on to TikTok. Okay, mini declutter done. What I'm gonna do now might seem a little weird, but I'm gonna make an inventory of the things I own, the clothes I own, because like I said earlier, I am going to Asia really soon in about... Oh my god, wait. In 2 weeks. Dude, what? I was about to say in a month. Well, in 2 weeks I'm going to Asia and I don't know how long I'm going for yet. Like I have no return ticket, I have no return plans at all. And I'm going with one backpack. Like I'm going with a 40-liter backpack, which essentially means that it's almost as big as a carry-on suitcase. I think it's like around the same size. So basically I'm going with one carry-on suitcase and that's it for months. So what I decided I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make an inventory of all the clothes I own. So I'm gonna make like a little database on Notion and I'm gonna basically see what clothes go with what clothes. So for example, if a pair of shorts only goes with 5 tops, and then I have another pair of shorts that goes with 20 tops, it makes sense to bring the shorts that go with more clothes. Because last year I went to Asia with 2 suitcases. I was in Asia for 9 months, to be fair, but I had 1 huge suitcase and 1 small suitcase and a backpack. And first of all, it was too many things. It was way too many things. Like for example, when I was going from Bangkok to the Philippines, I didn't want to bring everything, so I had to like leave a suitcase in the storage locker, and then like when I needed that suitcase I had to fly back to Bangkok just to get like I don't want to deal with that. I just want to have one backpack. Okay, so this is all the clothes I currently wear day to day. This isn't everything I own, but this is just what I have out in the closet. It's honestly not that much. I think if I wanted to bring all of this with me, I probably could. I think I would be pushing it a little bit, but I probably could fit all this in. But I know for a fact I'm not going to want to bring a lot of these things. Like for example, I have very thick sweatpants here, which I don't think I'm going to bring. I have jeans, which I also don't think I'm going to bring. So I'm going to first take inventory of all these things, even though there's definitely more things up there that I want to bring. But we're not trying to finish everything today, we're just trying to get started. So I'm gonna first make an inventory of all of this, and then I don't know if we're gonna get the suitcase down today. I kind of need someone else's help because it's like 20 kilos. I cannot bring it down by myself. What I'm gonna do now is I have 3 questions to go through for each item of clothing. So the first question is, does this item of clothing fit me now and it fits me comfortably and I feel comfortable in it? Because I have noticed that sometimes I bring clothes with me that doesn't fit me how I want it to fit me in the moment, but I bring it with me just in case. I don't know why I do that, but I notice I do that a lot. So the question is gonna be like, am I happy with how it fits me now? Do I feel fully comfortable in it? The second question is, does this work for the climate? Is it breathable? Is it easy to wash? Does it feel too hot? Because some of the clothes I own, they're very nice and they are like, for example, maybe it's like a crop top and it has short sleeves, but the material is like so not breathable that I feel so hot in it. So it doesn't make as much sense to bring that. And the reason I'm including this question is I feel like half of the clothes I brought last time were not breathable. And the last question I have is, which situations can I wear this piece of clothing in? So I wrote out very specific situations that I know I'm gonna be in when I'm in the Philippines, because I'm only in Indonesia for about a week and then I'm mostly gonna be in the Philippines in Siargao. I don't know if I'm gonna go anywhere else, but for now I wrote out specific situations because I've been there before. I'm going back to the exact same place, so I've been there before. I know kind of what my day-to-day is gonna look like. So this is specifically for clothes. So obviously, for example, I'm gonna be surfing surfing a lot, I'm gonna be going to the beach, but like this doesn't apply to clothes because I'm not gonna surf in my like trousers, you know, like that just applies to swimwear. So we have morning walk, working in a cafe, skating with friends, running errands, trip to the north. This is a very random one, but trip to the north, it's like a good 2-hour drive and it's very hot and you also kind of have to be covered. But then we have chilling at home, filming, and out for dinner. These are very specific situations, but this way I can get a general idea for what can be more like multi-purpose, multi-use, you know. Oh, actually one more thing I'm gonna add in another thing for like the status of where I'm at with this piece of clothing. Like, is it a definite yes? Is it a maybe? Is it a no? And then everything that is a yes or a maybe, then I will answer the rest. Because if it's a definite no, there's no point to even waste time on like answering the question. Okay, for now, this is what we have, and I'm not going to finish it all today. I just wanted to start because when I do start packing, I want the process to be a little bit easier and for me to already have like a base, but I need to think of a whole formula to help me figure out which items makes the most sense to bring. I know that sometimes it's better to do things the old-fashioned way, just like pack like a normal person, but these kind of things are like really fun for me. Like, it feels like playing a game. Like, I like seeing what logistically makes the most sense to bring. Obviously, if there's something that doesn't make sense to bring, but I just really want to bring it, I'll still bring it. But sometimes it helps me realize that maybe an item of clothing that I may want to bring actually doesn't fit any situation. It doesn't really match any other clothes and it doesn't even fit me. So why am I even really bringing it? For now, that is it. I'm not going to do any more because I've been doing that for like an hour. So I think right now I have a video coming out. So that's going to be in like 10 minutes. And then after that, what is my plan? Oh, okay, after that, my plan was literally just to sit down and watch a movie because I have not properly sat down and just watched a movie without seeing something else in the background or watching with someone else, or I don't know, like I don't remember last time I just watched a movie. So I went through my list on Netflix earlier because I didn't know what to watch, and I'm between 3 movies. I don't know which one I'm gonna watch. They're all more or less the same length, which really doesn't help. But the first one is called Poisoned: The Dirty Truth About Your Food. The second one is My Octopus Teacher. I've heard so much about that one. And the third one is called Hack Your Health: The Secrets of Your Gut. I'm gonna go upload my video because it's supposed to go up in 2 minutes, and then after that we're gonna sit down and decide what movie we're gonna watch. Okay, so I ended up choosing Hack Your Health: The Secrets of Your Gut because that's the one that I'm genuinely most interested in right now. So I want to watch something that I will just genuinely enjoy.
Gut really is a second brain.
Very neat for meeting him, but she's like telling me about him, right?
Yeah.
And Toss was like, oh,
Just open it to another level that is like built for.
calm down, or like, he's being so rude, or whatever.
Okay, so I just came back home from a walk with Simba. This was our third walk of the day. It's still really hot outside, honestly. I don't know how my mom walks him 3 times a day in the summer. It's honestly not fun. But anyway, I was on call with my sister for like an hour and a half while I was making dinner. And for dinner, I just had like sweet potatoes, spinach, courgette, and chicken, which was really, really nice. But then as soon as I ate my food, I walked Simba, I did my Anki flashcards, and now it's already almost 7:30, which means that I have to start getting ready for bed, which is actually kind of insane because I'm currently waking up at 5:30, but I also am trying to get 9 hours of sleep, which means I need to be asleep at 8:30. So 7:30 is when my night routine starts because I need to wind myself down because otherwise I just don't feel like it's time to sleep. Like, it's literally fully a blue sky outside. That was my Sunday. I feel like it went by so quickly. I feel like I just woke up and did yoga like 2 hours ago. I actually don't understand how today just flew, but I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Let me know what you guys do for your Sunday resets and let me know if you want to see more videos like this, and I will see you guys next time.